And welcome to Star Geeks. This is Sean.
This is a Will.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
The ADHD here for Ed and Steve. Both your faces like lit up the minute we were off on where our quadrants were. It's hilarious.
What's going on? What's going on? What's happening, everybody? Shit, how's everybody's week so far? Hump day.
Good. The weather's improving.
It's true.
It's 100 degrees here, so I don't know about improving.
We're so old.
The weather.
Hello, you were at the Disney parks this week, and you did a lot of, you were taking a lot of pictures of Star Wars stuff. Did you see anything cool that you might have wanted to pick up?
You know what? I was looking at those shirts, and I was contemplating them. Actually, I'm probably going to go back and pick up that Vader statue where he's sitting on the throne that I sent to you guys.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that expensive. It's like I think it's 1/6 scale, and it lights up. So the throne, there's cracks in the throne and everything that light up. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back and get that one.
That is the Disney Parks Vader. What is that? I was going to bring a picture up of it. I didn't know you were going to talk about that, but
well, yes. What's up, Taylor?
On throne.
Jeez.
Disney Parks on throne.
What's up, Pats? What's up, Zombie? Yeah, so I saw that one. I kind of liked that one. I don't know. Even Jenny was looking at it because we were there for Father's Day, rode, all the attractions and stuff, and had a fun time doing it. Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah. I really liked it. I liked it looked like more kind of like an old school kind of statue where it was all kind of blended in like a rock formation because it's all that, but then it lit up. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like you see some of the cracks like behind his seat there and everything, all that lights up. So kind of gives like
cool. Does it look like lava or something like that? Is it kind of?
I don't know the coloring. I just looked at the box like how it would look, but I was like, hey, you know what? It's kind of cool. And then of course Jenny's like, well, it's going in my office, right? I'm like, yeah, probably. So I mean, I'll get it and it'll be hers. So I mean, she did get a Leia print that I forgot to bring up here because we were at a con and she got a really nice Leia print. So, but and Mia got a Clone Wars Darth Maul print.
Ooh. Yeah, damn, you're not showing those off. I mean, come on, man.
I wasn't a fan of the artist print of Darth Maul.
Dang, look at a little judge in that.
Yeah,
golly.
Usually
means he did the Leia print too, and the Leia print is so much nicer because that one's like more. I think he does a really good job with like realistic style of drawing rather than the cartoon style. So that's just my take. Although he did a really cool, and I picked it up as Spider-Man Noir, which I'll show on the next Geek show in 2 weeks. So.
Okay. Well,
I guess I should. I guess I should go and get those prints at some point.
I mean, you think?
All right.
You think? Maybe you should go now. Are you opening up the cards tonight?
Yeah, I got the box right here.
Steve, did you do any Star Wars things related? Which I see what you got going on in the background, my friend.
That's all I got. We're just hopefully not get hit. There's no sound. No audio, so no copyright infringement.
If you're new to watching this show, Steve has a massive VHS collection. Listen, it is one of the biggest VHS collections I've ever seen. It's awesome.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at pile.
But it's cool because you can pull out VHS movies, which you're playing. What are you playing right now? Actually, remind me.
I'm playing the
Light and Magic
CBS Fox box version of Return of the Jedi. It's one of the original releases. Man. Look at that box too. It's so nice.
Yub nub.
Yeah, it's
look, there's an ad for the box set right there.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
I have that too.
we're gonna definitely talk about some original movie stuff when we get into Ed's news, but I mean,
I need some tapes of like the Droids cartoon. I'd love to play that in the background. Oh,
I'm so mad because I saw those sealed before I left Chicago. I don't remember if you guys remember, and then you know everybody they were $10 a pop, and that was you were spending 25 cents on a VHS tape, Steve, and $10. And now
I didn't chime in on that one.
I don't think you did.
My problem is now is that I have so many that I'm into the weeds. Like all the ones that I don't have, I have to pay real money for.
We could have got a whole case of those, and at this point now, with how much those things go for, sealed, mint seal, I could have got one graded at this point. Jeez.
Yeah, but you know, you that dude who just
I know. I'm too cheap at times.
But you'll stew over it for years. Or some shit that you never would have even gotten graded. You're just gonna be mad that you could have and didn't even have a chance.
It's that, Steve. It's
true.
It's the statues. Every statue that you waited like fucking 8 years just to get one. I'm like, dude, you could have been had those statues. Mind you, we weren't in the statues, but you know,
I was gonna say like
we started peaking. You could have got them before that.
We were at different economic levels at that point as well, and you know things have changed. So like I pre-ordered the Venom.
Different economic level than you motherfuckers.
You know, I pre-ordered the Venom statue, like the collector's edition with the swappable heads. So like, you know, okay, no question, just did it. Boom.
Okay. Well, listen, you got a pack of cards that you want to open up.
I do. Well, I mean, I didn't want to know if Steve Red wanted to chime in, but
Ed, do you have anything for the? Do you buy anything? Did you?
No.
Oh, speaking of buying stuff, there's a toy show on Sunday. Just to let you know if you want to go.
Where? The normal place?
Yeah, Ellesmere. No, it's on the Ellesmere Fire Hall.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll stand.
Road trip.
So I'm gonna open up a pack or a box. I don't know what these call.
You're not.
You don't even know what they call? Oh
no, they're like the short boxes. Like there's a term for these. I forgot.
Okay.
There's 10 packs in here, 7 cards per pack. There's a whole bunch of different types of variants. There's some autographs. This is the 2023 Topps. It says look for rare autographs and exclusives. So I'm gonna bust these open live here. See if I get anything. It'd be cool if I got an auto. You know, if I got a Han Solo auto. I know somebody would go nuts for it.
We got a whole chat going.
Gotta be my wife. So got a lot of packs.
Oh man,
gosh. Hey, you might have to open up half now and half.
All right. Well,
unless you got a sig in there. Oh my god, if you get a signature in that joint.
I don't know what I got here, so let me.
I'm gonna put you on.
Boom, number one right off the top. Ooh la la!
Look at that.
Yep, the Twi'lek from Book of Boba.
You know who that is, right? Jennifer.
She's a dirty bird. That's who it is.
Dirty Dancer. Not Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dance. Not Dirty Dancing. Damn. What the fuck is it?
It's not Dirty Dancing.
Flash Dance.
There, yeah.
Yeah. Forgot her name was.
Second sister.
Okay.
The armor.
Cool. Yeah, this is the way.
Ooh, look, an animated card.
Yeah, but it's from that fucking weird show with the cell shading.
Oh,
look, another. Boo, get it out of here.
Ooh, watch that cartoon. Oh, okay. Clashes, epic clashes.
I mean, it was kind. It could have been a lot more epic.
Treason, then.
Oh, Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku.
All right, well, that sucks.
That's one pack?
That pack sucked. Yeah, that was one pack.
Wish I had that sound effect.
Oh, I got a gold.
Right, look at that.
Oh, gold star.
Lenticular.
Hey, you got to put those. You got to put certain ones off to the side. You know, the good ones.
I like that one.
Where do you want me to put it?
You know, the good cards.
You're opening up card packs and you don't have anywhere to put good cards.
Well, I do, but it's not like I can
then put it there.
display where the good ones are.
You act like you did this before.
Oh, Salacious Crumb.
Crumb, that's nice. Nice card.
Oh, there you go. Cad Bane. Cad
Bane.
And you got a Darth Vader. And it's R2D2.
And R2. That's a good pack. That's a good pack
right here.
Baru.
Baru.
But it's,
is that what is that? Is that like is that a numbered card?
No,
I think it's just it's a refractor.
Look on the back and see if it's a number. It's numbered. It might be numbered.
It's not numbered. It's just
okay.
it's just a refractor. So,
okay.
That's kind of cool still.
That's cool.
Refractors are cool. And then we got this.
All right.
What's that last card? Ooh.
That one's kind of cool because it's
fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's
I like
nice card, dog.
I like the cut edges. Yeah.
That's tough, man. I like that. That's tough.
That's good.
Like
so pack number 2 was a win.
It was a win, dog.
But
yeah, I got a gold saw.
I don't know
what
what
your
win sound is.
Was that one number 2 or no? It's not number 2.
No, but it's a gold variant. I think they had. Let me see what the gold variants were.
Hey, I like that. So. I like that. That sound effect.
So they have green foil, rainbow foil, red foil, and then gold foil. So it looks like there's a bunch of different foils, and that was one of the better ones, I guess.
Oh, cool.
I guess that refractor might have been a rainbow foil. So
yes, we'll has to be.
All right.
So there we go. Here's pack 3.
A black dude in space.
This card is coming for you, Sean. I'm sending this your way.
Yes, I need it. Let me get that.
I don't remember him. Did he survive?
Yeah, he survived.
That's a lie.
Wait. No, should the black guy? Oh no, he definitely did survive.
That's what I was talking about. Tuscan
is this a book of Boba Fett? Open it up. Is that sleep?
Yes, from Obi-Wan.
You might want to keep that a little. That might be worth something.
Jango Fett versus Mace Windu. Okay,
nice.
But see, like, I wish they would just show like them fighting. Not that's a
Axe. Oh, that's a good one. That's a Vader Down cover.
Cover art for Vader Down issue 1.
Oh, nice. Is that lenticular or
no? It's I like the border on it though. It's nice. Yeah. It's clean.
Nice.
It's a regular.
Stop. It was okay. The Vader was top notch.
The Vader saved it a bit. Yeah. So this pack sucked to open. So all right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't think we really are into cards either, but when you catch a good one, you just catch it.
Yeah, I just picked them up for the fun of it. I like sports cards, because I'm looking at some stuff.
Like how they're like you get like the celebrity passes or whatever.
Oh, is that AI Luke Skywalker? Nice.
I think it is.
Yeah.
My celebrity hall pass is any Twi'lek.
Paz Vizsla, nice. Bo-Katan, nice. Not a bad deck. Grand Inquisitor.
I see another gold foil. Ooh, that's a rainbow foil. Rainbow.
Oh yeah, put that to the side though. It's not the Grand Inquisitor I like, but it's cool. Oh, comic book cover.
Yeah, cool. Dameron.
Oh, Obi-Wan melted.
Obi-Wan melted, and a gold card in the back.
With a Boba Fett gold card. Oh, but he's got his helmet off because
I was gonna say, but why does he have his helmet off?
Yeah, that's the whole problem with the whole fucking show.
That Obi-Wan, those slash cards, I like those. Those are tough.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
On the back, it shows his lightsaber.
Oh, it's nice. Did it for Kanan too?
Yeah, I saw the lightsaber on the back of that one.
Oh shit! Damn, that's nice. I like those. Damn. Maybe we had to pick up a pack of cards. So nice. Yeah, it's nice. I like those. You can put those in a nice little card.
Yeah, I got top loaders and everything for them. So
damn, look at this. Look at this guy. Let's open up Star Wars packs.
Yeah,
Book of Boba.
This fucking guy.
I'm sending this one to Steve.
Asshole
guy. Oh, Danger. Nice.
Mira.
Yeah, nice. Andor pieces.
Oh, Grogu.
BB-8. Okay.
Damn.
Got that's
like, you know what? She had a bad outcome, trash compactor and all, but that was such a cool thing for a minute.
Yeah. Andor pick. It was an okay.
I like that Endor card. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, what do we got left? I got 5 packs left. All right, let's keep going.
All right. You gotta open them up faster though. You slow as shit.
I'm trying. All right, here we go.
Okay. Casca Reeves. Oh, Honda.
Hondo.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a good one. Ooh.
No,
Mava.
Cal.
Oh shit. You got a Cal Kestis and you got a Mava. I mean, damn, Marva. She did the whole
Cal Kestis. Nice.
Cal
Another
Kestis.
Boba Fett.
Boba.
Another Boba?
Is this one? It's a rainbow.
Oh,
Same
sorry.
one. Same
Yeah,
one.
but it's a different refractor. So
Yeah. Well, it might have to give away some of these cards or something.
I might.
Yeah.
Flash is Yoda. And then look at that one.
Oh, fuck them all. Damn.
And what's the back picture? Is it
It's
2?
nice stuff. Red, but cool.
There it is.
Yeah, it's nice.
You're right, Sean. These should have been like red.
Red,
Right?
yeah.
Like that would have been.
It's
really-
I get it.
melted.
It's like melted metal.
It's melted metal.
Yeah, I get it. Yes, you are correct, but it would have been cool.
It would have been cool though.
Yeah, but you got Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and
Kanan.
Kanan on the melted cards.
That's not bad, man. That's
pretty
not
good.
bad. It's a nice little pickup.
But only one Luke so far. And it was the deep fake Luke.
CGI Luke.
Oof.
Oh, I got a gold card already.
Lieutenant Gorn?
Yeah, Andor. That was a good
Yep.
episode. That was a good episode. Who is this? Clem
Clem.
Andor.
Oh, his dad.
His dad? Oh, his
Yeah.
adopted dad. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Ugh, get it out of here. All
Oh!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Carson Tava.
Carson Tava. That's dope. I like that one.
88.
88.
Oh, here's a numbered card.
Oh, yeah.
That's a red one.
Oh, that's a
Got that.
red one, too. Damn, that shit look nice.
It's 2 out of 10. The second
Damn.
sister.
That's nice.
So that's
Good pickup.
Yeah. I don't know. What that-
And what's that?
Scare.
Scare. Okay, that's cool. Oh,
Ooh.
that's a comic
That's
cover too.
good.
That is
Issue
nice.
6 of Kanan.
That's
I
nice.
like that. That would be a good poster.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really nice.
that's nice. Look at this, man. These packs is kind of paying off. I'm enjoying this a little.
See, I mean, I started it. I got more coming. I got more of those
I gotta go.
other
fucking
sets and
cards,
stuff.
man.
Oh, I can see the back of one here. Ooh, you guys.
Ooh.
Got
Yoda. Okay, original puppet Yoda. Not bad. Oh,
That was
shit.
a scary looking Yoda,
Look at that.
man.
The bear.
Cousin.
Cousin. Yeah. Oh, from the game. I remember.
Yep.
All right. Babu Frick.
Babu Frick. That's cool. That's a cool character. Oh, okay.
yeah, foil.
Nice little full card.
Got another Poe Dameron
Okay.
cover.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Yes.
Nice. That's a good one. God damn, that's a good one. You got a little fucking setup there, dog. Like, I'm be honest with you, kind of racking in those little melted cards. I kind of like them.
I know, I like those.
I need to humble you a little bit and get you one of them speeders, those little speeder kid cards from
Oh, okay. Okay.
Boba Fett. All right.
Zeb.
Zeb.
Zeb. Who's that? Oh, Reva. Okay. Yeah, me. Same guy you already had him.
She's kind of a bitch the whole show.
Oh, Cyril.
No, Cyril, I hated him, so punchable, but ended up really
Yeah, I
liking
think
his
that's a good
character at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
That was not an epic clash. He wasn't even there.
A trash.
I dropped that one anyway. So
Yeah, you need to drop. You should
bet the quarters.
You should just threw it behind you like fuck this.
Last pack. So,
Last pack.
All right.
Do we get last pack? Good luck. Do we get something crazy in here? Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Quinlan.
Boss. That's a good character.
Okay, you got Darth Maul right off
Okay,
the top.
bring it home.
Okay.
Not bad.
Debo.
Oh, poor droid.
I'll
Clea.
Clay.
Okay.
take a Clea any day.
And
Okay.
Han Solo.
Okay. Clean ass Han Solo.
Ooh, and it's a
Refractor.
shiny refractor card.
Nice.
Yeah, this will go in Jenny's little case.
There you go. See, shit, it paid off. And the Obi-Wan comic cover. Who you got?
That big old
Eddie
penis
Mundy.
head guy.
Cheyenne Mundy. It's not
Mm.
bad. It's cool though.
Yeah.
I like the cover there.
Yeah.
Cover issue 15. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Look at that.
Had some gems in there.
Steve, you want me to send this to you?
She can get it. She can get it though.
The business.
Yeah, so
I
there you go.
got a weakness for Star Wars chicks, man. I'll tell you.
Twi'leks.
Twi'leks, indeed. Golly.
Golly.
Yeah, so
So
quite a few of the Saber cards, so that's pretty cool.
nice
Some
pickup,
comic
man.
card
Actually,
ones.
look, you got me inspired to go pick up some cards next week.
Well, I got these for the box for 20 at the convention. It was 2023 cards, so I'm like, yeah, autographs, inserts. We'll see what they have. So it's not bad. I mean, I'm pretty. Hello, Alex. I'm pretty happy, and like a numbered card, like no matter what, even the even though this is the second sister, it's still a numbered card.
Yeah, it's still a good card. Shit,
Yeah,
you
so-
can get a nice $15 for that motherfucker, probably.
Yeah.
Shit.
And all these this gold saw.
I know.
So-
I mean, you gotta look them up, see if they worth anything, or I'm pretty sure somebody you could probably do a fucking whatnot and get rid of those.
Somebody out there is looking for that gold Saw Gerrera like a motherfucker.
Facts.
Probably. I love these comic covers though. Like these
Somebody
are the
out there
ones that,
has
like,
one,
Yeah.
These are the
3,
ones
4,
I'm
5, 6, 7,
probably-
8, 9, 10 of that Night Sister. They're missing 2. And
There's
that
collecting all
14.
10.
And the
There's
lightsaber ones, the cut in half lightsaber ones, those are.
I like the location cards too.
Yeah.
Those are the landscape style ones.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie.
There
Your
you
turn.
go.
Let's get Ed into his news. That is the best fucking intro. Y'all need to know this in any show I've ever seen, dog. So it can't be fucking top. It is one of the best intros I've ever seen. So
And it's so much better with the uniform.
Later, Pat.
Better.
So much better.
Yeah, clean.
'Cause every time it comes on, I can't stop laughing.
All right, in the Star Wars news. So we talked about this before it happened. Well, they actually watched the original cut of Star Wars, and it didn't age well, which is no surprise. But one of the things that was, and it kind of fits with us talking about Greedo at the end, a lot of the tweaks and upgrades that Lucas did, we always tend to focus on the changes that everybody doesn't like. But as far as his just regular restoration of the film has really made it age much better than it would have if he would have never touched it.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing. The movie's good, but it's just those little things that he did over the years have made a big difference.
I object because the one that I watched on VHS looks fine to me. I mean,
Yeah, but he tweaked it even before it went out on VHS.
Those came out in the 80s, 90s.
Those 80s?
Most of them, yeah. And then
78, 80, 81, I mean, yeah, a little later.
I don't know. I don't think I have a 70s VHS.
No, I think you'd have to have like the Laserdisc version of it. I know the
Laserdisc is in the 90s.
That's 90s.
You sure?
Yeah. So even those are all good.
But the original one was on one of those. I know that for a fact. Something like that. It was on one of them.
Well, they released. It's not original. Like there is no original release where there is no opening crawl. Because the original Star Wars did not have an opening crawl, as you
really.
Well, it had a crawl, but it didn't say A New Hope. It just said
Star Wars. Yeah, I remember that there was a crawl. Yeah. There's just no
but it said Star Wars. Like
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it did not say Episode 4 A New Hope.
The VHS doesn't say New Hope on it.
Yeah,
I would bet it does.
Yo, Steve.
No, it doesn't.
It does not. I know it does not.
I got it
not on the cover.
The other day, it does not have New Hope on it. I didn't find out about New Hope until later on. I remember watching Star Wars. I mean, Ed, you too, all of us remember, but I don't remember New Hope until fucking later. I'm like, oh shit, was it called New Hope?
Let's see, this Sean, original doesn't say A New Hope, all that. 1990. on the back.
It'll have it in there, then.
Right. It'll have it in the tape. I'm talking about while it's playing. It's not going to have it on the cover of the VHS.
No, it's not. It's not on the crawl.
He's going to set it up.
Thank you. It's not on the fucking crawl. I'm telling you.
Because they added
Maybe
that.
I'm crazy, dog, but I swear to God.
I'm not doing shit.
Sean, did you not watch that clip that you sent us? That 9-minute clip? They even talk about it.
But I'm telling you, man, I don't remember seeing New Hope on there. I really don't. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
Because they added that before Empire Strikes Back came out. So
really?
It was still in the 70s.
Here it is.
I don't believe it was on VHS before Empire Strikes Back came out.
Ready?
Hey, I'm fucking tripping, dog. I could have swore. Steve, I'm putting you on solo.
No, don't do it yet.
No? Oh, shit.
There it goes. Oh,
You popped in the wrong Star Wars. He's popping in Star Wars.
It says it. See?
It says New Hope?
Yep.
Shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Fucking stop smoking weed.
Episode 4, New Hope. Right there.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, fuck.
So,
I swore I didn't say that, but yeah, maybe I'm stupid.
But again, that was one of the even first tweaks that he made as it went on. So most of them we don't realize, I guess, unless you were part of this group that saw the original cut, that you would look at it today and go, all right, George, you've got something there. Again, some of the things I don't agree with, and we're going to talk about one of them later in the show. But
you know, it's funny. I have the original pamphlet from the original Star Wars, and it did just say Star Wars on it. I know that for a fact. If I can find it and pull it, I'll show y'all. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's interesting that everybody watched that and came away with kind of the same thing. Like, it's a fantastic movie, and Kathleen Kennedy was interviewed talking about its impact.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question, and this is probably everybody on the panel. Would you like to see an original Star Wars screened on the theater, or would you like for them to release the original Star Wars on DVD or whatever means they can? Would you like to see that?
Yeah, I would like to have it as a comparison, but I think just as and it's great to kind of have it as a historical piece, which is what they have at that film institute.
I mean, think about how much money you would fucking make if you're going to play, let's go movie theater style. We're going to play the original fucking Star Wars.
Well, good luck. I mean, Disney they ain't gonna let you do that. Disney.
I know, right? But no, shit. I mean, I would think maybe Disney would want to do that. Like, you know how much fucking money that would rack?
You would think, right? But it's the same thing. Like, they just shut down the Schumacher cut version of Batman Forever. They're gonna do a screening of it, and Warner Brothers shut it down. Like, it was gonna make all the money in the world. Warner Brothers shut it down. Why? Because they're not in control of it. If it's not a Disney theater, good luck trying to play the original anything.
But could you? So, I mean, let's just say it got fucking greenlit, dog. Like, everyone would go see that shit.
Yeah. Well, but here's the other side of that. Is, I mean, look at the title on this slide. So, do you really want to have something that is in everybody's memory as this great film, and you release it for a money grab and have everybody come out of it going, "Oh my God, that was horrible"? That's the last thing you want in the press. It's not worth the money. I mean,
especially if it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, which it doesn't. So, yeah, that alone is a reason not to do it.
I don't know, man. I think
we want it.
They would get so much.
Sean, you would see it and you would love it, but
we are different. The extreme.
Yeah, you are different than the normal average.
I think this is how I see it. The normal average person isn't gonna go probably see Star Wars, but then again, I can be completely wrong. People do love to watch the old movies. I think no one our age, remembers that, and all the young generation still loves Star Wars. I mean,
they've never seen it.
I mean, Jesus Christ, everyone loves Star Wars. So let's just say you have that. Man, listen, do you know how many younger kids will go fucking see the 1977 version of fucking Star Wars? Gangbusters, man. It don't matter who, if you're not into Star Wars to that level, you're still gonna go want to see Star Wars, the original 1977. It's just in your mind, you got to go see it.
I don't think it's worth the bad press from their perspective. I wouldn't do it because, again, you're gonna send those young folks in, And especially if you're looking to continually bring new people into Star Wars, if that is their first taste, they may go, "Oh my God, this is horrible," and then they're gone.
I don't think so, Ed. Everyone knows Star Wars, man. I
Nah,
just
but
can't
the
see
young
it.
people are fickle. They're
Man,
not diehards like we are. We would
yeah.
watch it and appreciate it for what it was.
I mean, I don't know where Lil is, but I would love the Lil to
Lil's internet kicked him out. But
oh shit,
the problem is, Sean, is that you would watch it having seen every version, every iteration, every update, you've seen it in old shitty VHS, you've seen it on, you've seen it in 4K.
Right.
So you going back and watching it, you're going, "Oh my God, I'm just all the remembered. Look, I remember how this looks compared to this and this and that." You're doing comparisons in your head. A young person going to see that for the first time is going to watch that and go, "I don't ever want to see another bit of Star Wars ever again." If that's their introduction and first thing into it.
I think you're wrong. That's just me. Maybe
I don't know, man. The new kids, like Ed said, these new kids are fickle. They complain, but then again, they also appreciate shitty graphics. These kids love Roblox and Minecraft, and look at all these shitty cartoons that they're drawing up for all these kids, lowering their expectations for quality animation and quality special effects. They start them young. It makes sense now, actually, Sean. See, we were spoiled as kids. We had Voltron. We had fucking G.I. Joe. We had all these crazy cartoons with all these amazing animation. Right. So we expect greatness. But these kids, they got fucking Thundercats Roar.
No, boy, you can't get that one out your mind, can you?
They got this shit, so they don't really care about graphics that much.
Shit. All right, so I hate to go down, but there are some really good canon stories that have been talked about and are continually coming out in the comic book world. I think I might have to start going down that path because I'm really interested in knowing this.
There's some great stories in there.
They're doing a new Han Solo kind of before the sequel trilogy. And as you can see, that's the first one is Hunt for the Falcon. I mean, I can definitely get into those and playing those movies in my head as I'm reading the comic. So they're also doing the comic adaptation of Rise of Skywalker. And this one has caught some news because, of course, one of the questions everybody's always asking is, where's Ahsoka during certain time periods? And there is a particular page in this comic to where Rey is kind of channeling all, as she says, she is all the Jedi. And if you look to the upper left corner, as one of the now deceased Jedi, there's Ahsoka.
Shit.
So sometime prior to that, we can assume by this, and this is supposedly canon, that something happens.
What a fuck move.
I still don't like it.
The dumbest motherfucker who probably drew that didn't realize it. And they just fucking, I mean, it's not real. I don't know. It's hard to.
They'll retcon it at some point, I'm sure, but still, they're not supposed to. At least that's what they're saying right now.
Damn.
I know you guys mentioned this on the regular show, but we got the Spaceballs 2.
We didn't mention it on the regular show. I actually forgot to talk about it, actually.
The crawl trailer. I love Spaceballs. I am so looking forward to this, especially knowing that we're getting pretty much the entire original cast. I mean, obviously John Candy's not with us, but Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement to do this.
But which is damn well
awesome.
Josh Gad is going to be John Candy's son.
His
name would be Barf's son would be Ralph. Right?
He called it right there.
There, his name is Ralph. He's Barf's son. That's it.
It's kind of awesome, though. I'm not gonna hold you. It's kind of cool. You know what's scary is that fucking Mel Brooks might do a fucking amazing fucking Spaceballs.
He's gonna come back as Yogurt. He's like 98 years old.
He is my hero. Both
Mel Brooks is the best, man,
in what he's done, but the fact that he's that on the ball and doing this at 98, that is my aspiration.
Yeah.
So what was Bill Pullman's character's name?
Lone Star.
Lone Star. So his son has to be Lone Star's son. So it's gonna be a play on the sequels. So he'll be a Kylo Ren variant, right?
Oh shit, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. I can't. I'm all ready for this, man. This
Kiki Palmer is going to be an amalgamation of Rey and Finn.
That would be cool. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all the?
It will be called Rey. I'm writing it with Mel.
But you know, it's kind of weird though, like because Mel Brooks' humor is very 80s, like 70s, 80s. I'm curious to know how he'll be able to adapt today's thing.
He's going to make it uncomfortable for us to laugh at shit in the theater. That's what's going to happen.
That's fine,
man.
I don't know if you guys said this, but he's gonna be a damn 100 years old by the time this movie comes out.
Yes, indeed. My hero.
They're getting back to it. You've seen those naked gun trailers they're putting out in the regular ass theater. It doesn't even have a red band, and it shows like what looks like somebody receiving. And I'm like, this is just a regular trailer.
That's
right.
Yeah. Very excited though.
Yeah, man. Looking cool.
I'll be Ralph.
Although we didn't get a chance for you to chime in about, screening of the original movies.
Yeah.
How would you feel about like if they redid, like should they redo it or is it just a thing?
To release that original cut.
Yeah. In theaters.
Yeah, I think eventually, if I had to predict, it'd be at the 50th that they would do like kind of like how they did this year, where they had the 2-night, 3-night kind of thing.
But what about in regular theaters? You think people will go see it?
Yeah.
Huh.
You don't?
Well, I made the point that I don't think Disney will ever do it because, as the article we talked about, the people who saw it were like, wow, this did not age well because this was the original cut from 77. And once you take out all of the updates and tweaks that Lucas did, now some of them are controversial, other things that make it a much better film for 2025, when you take that away, it did not age well. And I don't think, at least my opinion was that Disney wouldn't do it because they don't want that, we're going to release this. Obviously, it's going to make money, but you don't want people coming out of the theater going, oh my God, that's horrible.
And then I was like, well, I think people would fucking love it and then see it in gangbusters. I really think that it would be an awesome movie event. And I'm pretty sure young people and old people will come out and see it. It would make crazy amounts of money.
It would make, I don't know about crazy.
I think
it would make good amounts because there's a lot of people that are going to be like, why am I going to the theater? I can see this on Disney+.
Could you imagine the popcorn buckets you'll get for this? The posters, little poster you'll get for it. Yeah, I'm telling you, the hype around that, you could build that shit up so much. If they're doing fucking popcorn buckets for dumb movies, could you imagine the Star Wars popcorn buckets that they have in Disney parks already? It'd be fucking phenomenal, man. I think it'd be crazy, but that's just me.
It could.
Well, yeah. With popcorn buckets, some of the other collectible things that we've gotten to see was the Phil Tippett Legacy Edition of Elephant Man.
Elephant Man.
Why?
Because why? They can. Somebody wants it.
It's Lucas Archive stuff, man. Like there's a huge
I get it.
I could see this sitting on Sean's shelf and it would not weird me out. Like it's a Star Wars thing.
It is. It's a Star Wars thing a little. Like you can't. That's
it.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
He's right. It's a different thing, man. Like I don't think you can do any. It's weird. Any IP, I don't think you can pull old shit from old characters and like make it into a maquette and people would fucking not love it. I only Star Wars can pull that off.
No, I think you're wrong. I think Star Trek can pull it off too.
No, not you think Star Trek to the extent. You know what? I'm not starting with you. You're doing that on purpose. I'm not.
I am.
Well, again, if you're continuing on the eclectic route, Hot Toys is continually making figures every single week. And we are going to now have the option of getting Saesee Tin, the Jedi Master, to add to your never-ending hot toy collection.
Oh, they're out.
Why?
Yeah, because they can.
I know.
And somebody's buying.
I'm going to keep asking the
It's
question.
like you in 3 Spider-Man suits.
Yeah, but they're Spider-Man. I mean, that's not.
Yeah, but these are Jedi.
Tin.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
Jedi.
Yeah,
It's a motherfucker with a lightsaber. Spider-Man ain't got no lightsabers.
Somebody out there wants the entire Jedi Council as a hot toy. And
I mean,
here you go. You got to complete it. Completionist.
Right.
It does kind of look like that dude's head's taking a shit, though, doesn't it?
oh, it looks gross.
It didn't until you said it. Now I can't not see that.
Yeah, that's all you see.
I cannot unsee it. Yeah.
Right.
Next page.
Moving on. So the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive has been released as the Obi-Wan and Anakin battle, which very cool looking.
Is that Hasbro? Black Series?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty tough, man.
And when they pose these and do the backgrounds, they look so good.
Yeah, they do look great.
That looks awesome.
And guess what, though? It's only a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive,
So you'll be lucky if you get one, and then if you do, it'll be worth a small fortune.
But you can always get the Obi-Wan and the Anakin, and guaranteed within just a few short months, the STL files to 3D print your very own versions of those little things will be online.
damn, Steve.
Wow. Damn wrong.
So the other stuff that Hasbro had talked about was, and this is kind of cool because this was one of the ships for me that I did not have as a kid. I didn't have the Darth Vader TIE Fighter for some reason. And this one, of course, in this current day and age, looks very cool. It's got an interchangeable wing with the damage that he took as he got clipped.
So the interesting thing about this, it's very interesting, actually. They're telling people now that they're going into the Lucas archives and they're scanning the old, like, studio scale models, which is very interesting to me now. All of a sudden, like, now
you're gonna go rebuy all these Hasbro toys?
No.
They're all scanned, Sean.
No, but it is funny though how they now mention that. Oh yeah, they never did it before. They never ever did it before. Now all of a sudden, because people are interested in that stuff, they're like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna have to say we scanned this from the original Lucas archives, and that'll give people more of a. Oh,
so you think it's fake that they didn't scan it?
No. It's just they're taking more of a high-end collector approach to the collection now, because when you say, you know what I'm saying, like when you say Lucas archives, you're holding weight to that, and that gives people the, oh wow, like this was scanned in the Lucas archives, and they mimicked everything, for it, because this actually does look different than any of the ones that they've released before, because the model makers they went into a little bit more detail on everything. That's what's like. Yeah, so to me, it's very interesting how they're now taking that approach.
Shoot, let's just look at this image here of the interior of it. It never looked like that inside those toys.
In fact, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they
fantastic.
Yeah. And I heard they were actually working with model makers too, a little. Like, the high-end model makers that do like Star Wars stuff. Yeah. So it's very interesting, like that they're finally taking that approach. So
well, they've got to up the ante. I mean, they've already released everything already once, right?
Agreed.
So if they're going to release it again, they got to make it better. And if they're going to release it now the third time, I mean, like this vintage series and the Black series has been out for how long since we almost started this show? I mean, we talked about it when we were on this show, and it's evolved tenfold. Now they're doing full face scans, all this kind of stuff.
So it's just it does, in a weird way, I assume to collectors, it does add a different value to something that was scanned in the Lucas archives. If they were fucking smart, what they would do is put a little card in there explaining that these were scanned in the Lucas archives, and you're adding just more value to your toy because there's a back history to it, and people want that. That's the smart shit to do. That's what I would have did, but I don't know if they're doing that. So
On here, they're updating and providing us a 4-pack of snowtroopers, Sean's favorite stormtrooper in all of the grouping of them. But to your point, as far as that,
it looks like a group of Klansmen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, a bunch of Klansmen. It's crazy.
But as far as their detail on these, it's so good.
I hate those fucking guys. It scares me.
Yeah.
It does, right?
Waiting for the accessory of a burning lightsaber. You know, like
Kylo Ren's lightsaber. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's sticking in a front lawn. You're like, what the hell is going on?
God damn.
More in the Black Series. You have this samurai, which was from the Visions.
That's cool.
The Ronin figure, very cool.
9:47 already. Shit, we can cut the show.
The Jedi Temple Guard and Barazofi. And now these are interesting, and this is really when you're starting to stretch. They have holiday special ones. So this is basically Ahsoka as a witch with the green skin for Halloween.
You'll see your face.
What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. Well, then it didn't stop there. So you get also the Royal Guard as a glow-in-the-dark ghost for Halloween, and this one's a Target exclusive. And
I would have expected this shit like after George Lucas died, but like, this is wild.
Yeah. Well, and then you've got the Mummy Stormtrooper.
That looks terrible.
It looks like shit.
So
that looks like the Stormtrooper fucked up and like got all wrapped up in toilet paper.
And is he coming from Indiana Jones? Is that the Staff of Ra? Like what the?
Yeah, I mean it's a mummy. Yeah, I would assume.
So
it's not good.
They
go from the studio scale, and I'm gonna take scans.
Let's just throw shit out there.
Yeah, bullshit.
We're gonna have Obi-Wan as a werewolf. Like,
all right, so we got a second
you
part.
Would buy it if it was a good-looking werewolf, though.
If it was a good-looking werewolf, I'd buy that shit.
Yeah, see, would you have got the one from Skeleton Crew?
Oh, the Brutus character. Yeah. If they came out with a cool figure. Did they come out with a cool figure?
Came out with one. It was all right. Wasn't too bad, actually.
I don't know. He's kind of like, it's like a pirate werewolf. I have to be in the mood for a pirate werewolf. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, why?
It's like a subgenre that I don't know if I'm into all that much.
He's still better than the werewolves in some of your horror movies recently. So
it's true. It's true. He'd give any werewolf from The Howling, he gives it a run for its money. So
all right. Well, let's get into our character profile of the night. Greedo.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite Rhodian. Greedo. Obviously a green Rhodian, which they do come in varying colors. Mm-hmm. He was originally born on Rhodia, but as a young, I don't know if they call them something different when they're little, moved to Tatooine. And then, of course, we all know how he comes to an end. But since that original appearance in A New Hope, he appeared in a few others. But here are the two actors who played him in that original. Wow. Paul Blake was the main wearing the costume, but then Maria wore the headpiece when they did the talking part. But I think some of the very rudimentary animatronics failed. And from some things I read, there were clothespins in there that she kind of had to manipulate with her mouth to get some of the motion. So,
shit, man, I tell you what, man, Lucasfilm people, man, they figured out every little thing and every which way to make this shit work. And they did a hell of a job making bullshit out of like nothing. It's crazy. It's amazing.
We actually got to see him. It was a deleted scene. I don't know how much of this or even if there'll be any audio. But Anakin fought him on Tatooine.
Was that
Greedo?
Yes.
Really?
So in the deleted scene, he fights him.
Right.
And then Qui-Gon asks, like, what's this about? And he's like, oh, he said I cheated. And he looks at Greedo, is like, do you think that? And he's like, of course. So Qui-Gon with his wisdom is like, well, you're not going to change his mind, and fighting doesn't solve anything. So they go on their way. But then the other little Rodian, who was played by Warwick Davis, goes up to Greedo and is like, buddy, you acting like this, you're going to come to a pretty bad end, which was just foreshadowing what we come to know happens in A New Hope.
Yeah, I remember this. They did have a whole scene. It was crazy.
Yep.
That does shrink the world, though, doesn't it? It shrinks the universe. Like,
without question.
Anakin got in a fight with one Rodian who happened to be Han Solo, who happens to marry his daughter, and I'm just saying, like, it's a stretch.
Both were on Tatooine, though, right? Like,
but again, planets in Star Wars are the size of small cities. We've already been over this. It's the
Agreed.
only way it makes sense. Planets are very, very, very small in the Star Wars galaxies.
And we've got further proof of that, because remember in Andor, they talk about Gorman and how it's only a couple 100,000 on the entire planet.
That's true.
So, yeah. Greedo makes an appearance in the Clone Wars, where he kidnaps the daughters of the Chancellor of Papanoida. I forget how to pronounce that. But this is interesting because he's actually working on the side for the Separatists to kind of influence things. And the Chancellor actually knows Jabba and calls it up in front of him. And Jabba was about ready to go, all right, well, if you're going to prove it, prove it. And Greedo gets nervous and then confesses to it. But it's surprising if you read some of the backstory of Greedo. Mm-hmm. He's actually lucky that Jabba didn't kill him many, many times, because he is definitely a buffoon. They talk about how in his bounty hunter days, he would actually capture individuals and then release them only to recapture them again. So he continued collecting the bounty. And it was actually Figure and Dan who turned him into Jabba, because the Bith species have very good hearing. And he overheard Greedo doing this little scheme and turned him into Jabba. And apparently he was about to feed him to the Rancor, but then gave him another shot, and he goes off to try and capture Han. We all know how that ends.
That's an interesting story. Is that a whole thing, like in the comics? Like is that current or older?
Yeah, I mean, I read all the history. I don't know. I'm assuming it's comics, because that's really the only other piece for it. And he's popped in and out of various things throughout. But
yeah, I'm just interested. I wonder where I can find that, because that might be kind of cool just to see.
Now, when we see him in A New Hope, there are actually 5 variations of this over the years. And this is kind of what we were talking about with the tweaks that Lucas had made. Now, I personally like the original much better. As we know, I don't have the sound on this, but you can see I don't know.
They try his with a Mandela. Is that a Mandela effect? Is that what it is? Play so many different scenes.
So the original one, Han is the only one who shoots. He makes the claim, pulls out the blaster under the table, 1 shot, 1 kill, gives the coin, and walks out. In 1997 is when we get the first redo from this.
I'm looking forward to this for a long time. Oh, damn.
Now, that one, Greedo shoots first, and there's a big time difference from when he shoots to when Han shoots. Now, I know they say that Greedo is a bumbling idiot and is a very poor shot, but he's sitting 6 feet away. Point blank range. I don't know how he missed it.
Han's reflexes, it was like
well,
he didn't even need to turn. This shit went way over there.
But that's when this gets worse, because in the next one in 2004, that's when they make Han's head move.
Really? I thought he did that before, though.
Nope.
Oh, they went like this. I thought it was like this before, like he turned like that.
He did like a Michael Jackson smooth criminal.
Yeah, he was like, that was weird.
He did a little slide. Can you play that again, Ed? Can you play that again? I need to see his slide.
Weird.
He does a little shifty move.
Yeah, it was like
that wasn't real. That was like that was them like
that was definitely edited. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, but
so weird.
But like,
yeah. Oh, Steve was like,
it was like a static shot. He was like his face was like, it was so weird,
so bad. Weird. Well, they edited it again in 2011. Now this is the one where they both shoot pretty much simultaneously.
They said.
So just when you think, what's that?
He still did the like.
Oh yeah, no, there's still a little head fake to it. And then
I like the old version where there was an edit to it. Like there's an edit to it, but he still moved his head. I think that was an older one now.
I'm good with the original. I don't need Greedo to shoot at all. But they made one more tweak to it in 2019, and this is the craziest one because it's the same cut, but they cut back to Greedo, and he has one final line of McClunky, and then they shoot, which apparently in his language is kind of like well, you're done for, or something along those lines. But yeah,
McClunky.
I think it's all right when they both shoot at the same time because it just kind of looks like chaos. Like it's just so much light and smoke that it's hard to really see what's going on. So that's fine.
No, I felt like I would have just liked him just shooting first and then calling it a day. Because the old one that you didn't play that one though, Ed, right? You don't have that
the original,
yeah.
Oh, you mean the black and white one that
white version?
No, that was never actually released, so I didn't include that.
Steve, here's the black and white version of it that it played. I'm not gonna play the sound because I'll just play it like it is. But the black and white version is him just touching the wall, but then there's nothing at all. It just
the shot is off screen or off screen,
like literally off screen. Like they'll play in a couple seconds, but it was actually a little bit longer them talking though, right?
Yeah, well, this is you can tell the mouth isn't working in this cut, so
it went a little longer.
Oh yeah,
it was like what the fuck, and then that was it, Steve.
You don't actually see it.
Yeah.
It's an off-screen shot.
Yeah.
It's not bad either.
No, I like that one too, man. I kind of dug that one.
Yeah.
Like that was smooth. It's like, all right, motherfucker. That's it.
And then with one of the other re-edits, and this one always baffled my mind. So this takes place after Greedo gets shot, and Jabba even makes the point of, well, why did you shoot Greedo? Well, Greedo's in the scene. I know they've retconned it to talk about it's not really him, but I mean, come on.
There's two of them in the background though, so I mean, that was a good edit. I guess the adding
some more green Rodians. Yeah. Rodians with the same uniform.
I guess it's the Rodian uniform at that particular point in time that they all wear it. Yeah, it's just,
and plus we all know, Ed, all green Rodians look alike. You know what I'm saying?
Speciesist. Now, I had read some different things, and I totally agree that I don't even think this scene should be in the movie, because you figure that before this was edited in, we didn't know anything about Jabba the Hutt in A New Hope.
Agreed.
And then when you get to Empire Strikes Back, you can tell that, Han is not afraid of anything, but he's afraid of Jabba because he talks about the bounty hunters that they ran into on Ord Mantell. So it kind of builds Jabba up as this very big character. And what we see in Jedi fits that. I think when you put this scene in and he kind of talks to him very casually, he steps on his tail, I think it diminishes the Jabba character. So I don't even like this scene at all. I think they could take this back out and it would make the movies better, but I'm not the one.
Jabba's never even been all that intimidating. He fell asleep during the pod races. You know what I mean? He's just kind of like a slobby, it's like a big fat guy. It's like he's just like a big, he's incensed by everything. I've never been intimidated by Jabba. So that personification was always weird. Because he's just so oafish.
Yeah. Well, and I think what we saw in Book of Boba kind of makes it even worse, because when we saw the twins come in, like they were carried on this big palanquin, it was this big to do, and you would expect that Jabba is this, that he would have gotten that same treatment. Of course, that this was done before that came out. So,
but he was sitting in his throne for a long time, and there's probably a lot of shit going on in between that. That would have been cool to see too.
And look, it shows that he gave a young Hagrid his first job opportunity as well.
Yes, indeed.
It's crazy.
Greedo from Family Guy was fantastic. I just had to throw that in there because I love when he gets shot. He's like, "Oh no!" And from the original Cantina action figures, because Greedo was the only one called out by name, he's the only one who actually had a name that wasn't just a description like Hammerhead or Walrus Man or Snaggletooth.
Yeah, I always wonder why they went with the green suit and not the. Well, this was one of the first figures, so they didn't really. Oh, you got.
I was gonna say, like, toy manufacturing back then.
So. I know it wasn't that great.
But it's always funny when you have the toy right next to a picture of the guy, and it's so off. You're like, damn, he didn't even try at all.
Yeah, when you was a little kid, he's like, God damn it, like it didn't even look like him. And even like Snaggletooth, what didn't look like, it was like a little
like just paint it orange and blue. Why you gotta paint it green?
See, that's the cool thing, is that those people who do custom figures or variants, they took the midsection of what we called back then Walrus Man, because it was orange, and replaced just that midsection on Greedo. Looks way better.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, it was, again, like Lil said, this was way before, like, this is like early production first round.
Right. Some people didn't even see the full movie. They didn't even get, like, they just went in to see it and had to take like what they thought to put the figures in production, and the card backs came after the fact. So it's
but you gotta give them credit though. That Vac Metal C3PO, fucking beautiful. Like that's like one of those figures you'll never forget when you were a kid, because it had the gold metal to it, and you'd never ever seen a toy like that before. And just like, damn, like it still is an iconic toy if you think about it at the end of the day.
He's not available for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but Greedo was a playable character on the original Star Wars Battlefront.
It was.
And due to a mod in that lovely game Starfield, Ed, you can have Greedo as part of your crew to go with you on missions and do shit.
I'm not taking him though. I'm taking the Mandalorians every day.
Of course, but I'm just saying it's an option. You could hire him and then you could shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's saying something that his shot is worse than the stormtroopers. I mean, he's 6 feet away.
If you want to know his comic book first appearance, it was in issue 2 of the not 78, but the old original Marvel run for Star Wars. Along the first appearance of Greedo also is the first appearance of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, Chewbacca, first appearance of Greedo, a bounty hunter, and the first appearance of the Millennium Falcon and the Death Star. First appearance of the character named Jabba the Hutt, but visually different from the movie due to the change in the character's design. Later it was explained to have a different character named Mosek. So, and that very
fur cape.
Yeah, and that was 77 actually. There are variants to that one actually. Different variants. Hello, if you look at different variants, a reprint.
The Whitman, the barcode copies.
Yes. Yeah.
The 3-pack.
Yep. So, just if you're looking for those comics, man, you get that number 2. I never really realized that it had all those first appearances in it. So, like that number 2 to me, I had to get that graded, man. I'm find a graded version. I need 1 and I need 2 back. So
$1,500 for number 2 and a 9.8.
Are you serious? Shit. I'll take an 8 or a 9.4. I don't give a fuck. I don't need.
Yeah, you got a 9.2, 9.4. You're paying a third of that. So
yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not a picky man. But yeah, so Ed, fucking thank you for the research, brother. shit, we know a little bit more about Greedo than what we knew yesterday. So that was dope.
more than you'd ever care to.
Yeah, but it's cool though.
Everybody's favorite Rhodian.
Yeah,
and the Rhodians were always one of those species that scream Star Wars, and they're the ones that I'm always looking for in the other shows, Andor being one of them, as background characters that make it feel like Star Wars.
I agree.
Because I mean, they used Twi'leks and Rhodians and Aqualish and all of them, especially in Clone Wars. Well, we
Twi'leks
is Ula dancing girl, but yeah, those are the creatures that even if they're just background fodder, scream Star Wars and brings it home for me.
Yeah, they do a lack of that though. They don't do a lot of that. Like it's like they'll put something in there, but then it'll be something that we don't even fucking know what the hell it is, and we never seen it. Like that little mole character in fucking Acolyte. Like what? Like it would have been cool if that was an Ewok. Like I don't understand why you're trying to bring species that we've only seen once.
Well, because again, Steve just said it. Like, how small do you want this universe? It is a galaxy. It is. It is not a planet.
There's supposed to be hundreds of thousands of planets, billions, trillions of.
Yeah,
it's like they just like go hang out
and Endor the whole time. Like, no, like we can't. I get it, but we can't do it. Like it, it would make everything so small.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen.
Steve went to go with his Twi'leks.
Listen, we did it all. We said it all. We got a chance to get everything off. Ed, you did a great job on that Greedo. I appreciate that. We'll be definitely doing more of these
character profiles. Sweet.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
Wilford Brimley from the Battle for Endor.
That would be awesome.
We talked about that. That was way too soon. That's got to go a couple more years before we go back to that well.
There's so many characters in that.
Zeke.
So many.
You love that movie, Steve. What are you talking about?
I love it so much.
You got your plushy Zeke.
That's an ugly creature, but I love him.
So,
all right.
Listen, this is Sean.
This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
And may the force be with you.
Always.